In the last 13 years of owning my businesses, I have learned that it is truly the tactics that I use that help me grow my business the most. So in this episode, we're going to be getting into one of my tactics in under 10 minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Biz Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Cotton, and today we are doing one of my proven tactics in under 10 minutes. But before we get into the episode, and I know I'm on limited time, make sure you head on over to Cheer Gym Owners on Facebook, and you've joined that group. And All-Star Cheer Coaches and Owners, if you're a coach or a coach and an owner. We have conversation going on in both of those groups. Reminder, it is just gym owners allowed in the Cheer Gym Owners group. So make sure you're a gym owner if you are requesting that. And if you have not seen, we are doing Cheer Biz accelerators at our facilities. Now, mine is in a couple weeks and it is sold out, essentially. We have I think one more spot. I expect it to be gone today, and I think we're closing registration. But we have 10 more spots left for our January event in Warrensburg at Danielle Johnston's gym at Twister Sports. I will be there, Danielle will be there, and we will be teaching you and spotlighting some things in your business you can do to grow. Now, let's dive into it. I expect this to be something that I do relatively often, a series of tactics in under 10 minutes that you can plug into your gym to help you increase your revenue, increase your time, and grow your business. So the tactic that we're going to be talking about today is building your email list. Now, you guys, this may sound really, really boring, but this is such an important tactic. In fact, it is arguably one of the most important tactics, because if you don't have an email list, it makes marketing really, really hard. You are now only marketing to cold audiences and people that you're just trying to get to buy right off of an ad. And there's no ability to nurture them and get them to become a paying client. Now, we can take this one step above and we can start to text message them, but I don't want to dive into text message tactics just yet, because text message tactics actually get even a little bit more complicated. So we are going to be talking about simply how to build your email list and what it is you need to do to make sure that you're doing it. So number one is you need to have some sort of a way to capture emails. I ideally would recommend a software. There are a bunch of softwares out there. We actually have our own software called the NG Engine. It's an absolutely amazing product that helps you capture leads and interact with them via email and text messaging, etc. So I use the NG Engine. I previously used ActiveCampaign. Some people have MailChimp. Different services like that, they have their different pros and cons, different costs associated with them. So you have to pick what works best for you, but you need somewhere to compile all of those emails. Now, could you just keep them all in some sort of an Excel spreadsheet? Yes, you certainly could. And especially if you're starting on a shoestring budget, that might be the best route to go, but I don't recommend this long term. And no, iClass Pro, Jackrabbit, Full Out, none of those things are actually where I want you to build your email list, because we don't want to necessarily make this person create an account to be on our email list. I want you to think about all of the different things you get emails on from other companies, like a Macy's or a Nordstrom's or Kohl's letting you know you have Kohl's Cash, right? You don't unsubscribe from those things because every once in a while you get that sale or that Kohl's Cash offer that you want to take advantage of. So our goal is to build those lists so we have clients to interact with. And the more, the merrier, ultimately, as long as they're a good qualified lead. We don't want to be getting someone who is not in our area. We don't want someone from Russia or Taiwan or something like that if we're not selling internationally. So if we're a Cheer Gym, we just want people who are in our local area who are potentially interested in our product or services. So you need to have a software somewhere to send people to create those email lists, whether they be separated by tags or lists or things like that. So that's number one. You have to have some sort of way to track those emails. And then number two is you have to have a functional website that encourages people to give you their email. Now, please remove from any part of your marketing pipeline, subscribe for our newsletter. People don't care about your newsletter. They don't want it. They're not interested in it. I don't need another newsletter. So the people who are opting in to subscribe to get your newsletter are probably not the most qualified leads. And if they are subscribing, they're oftentimes putting in just their spam email that they don't check very often. So we want to make sure that we are offering something of value. Now, that could be an exchange for opting in to go to the next step on your website. So it could be that they enter their email and phone number to view your class schedule. It could be entering their email to get your all-star packet. It could be entering their email to claim a discount or a special promo. Any of those things are valid ways to capture emails. And we want to do this throughout our website. We want to have a number of different ways to capture people's emails and contact information. You have to have a website that is a high converting website. This is the biggest problem I see in the cheer industry is people do what they do to get a website up. They've been told you have to have a website, so they build one themselves and they don't really know what they're doing. And there really is a proven system for building websites that convert. And your website is the best employee you can have because it never complains. It occasionally breaks, but it will work 24/7, 365 for you. And if you build it correctly, it will do the work without a lot of input. It just needs occasional updating. And you have to make sure all the systems are working correctly, which you can hire people to help with, like Cheer Gym Marketing. So I highly, highly recommend that you have a completely functional website that is built with the goal in mind of capturing people's emails. You can additionally do things like Facebook campaigns with Facebook lead forms where people are filling out a form to take advantage of one of those offers. But again, you have to exchange to get people's email. And that's where the rubber meets the road. You have to decide what are the things that you can do, that you can offer people of value to get their email. We get a ton of opt-ins when we are running our all-star cheer tryouts because we require you to enter an email and phone number to receive our tryout packet. It's not because anything in our tryout packet is secretive. I don't care. I share it publicly with many, many people, but I want my leads to opt into that packet so then I can continue to engage with them, continue to nurture them, and sell them on why they should join our program. And you can do the same thing for birthday parties, for tumbling, for private lessons, for whatever it is you offer. You can build your lists and then target people specifically for those things. So we have to be building our lists and we have to be leveraging our website, our paid marketing, and whatever our software is that we're tracking things in correctly to build our email lists. This is a superpower. I know I'm just talking about a very simple thing, but if you are not actively building your email lists, and then the last step of building your email list is you've got to actually engage with them. I cannot tell you how many owners that I have talked to over the years where they're like, oh yeah, we have a list of 800 people who are interested in our tumbling classes. And I'm like, great, what are you sending them? And they're like, oh, we haven't really sent them anything. You know, we send them one email thanking them and then they get a regular newsletter every month. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're not taking advantage of this opportunity. That's literally like people who are waving at you saying, hey, I'm interested in your services. And you're just like, cool, thanks. That's really awesome. And nothing else. Like these people are actively engaged in your business. So as you leave this episode, I want you to do an audit. And if you don't have the time to do the audit, ask ChatGPT to do the audit. Hey, I want you to audit my website and tell me if I have clear calls to action and an easy way to subscribe to an email list that is going to come to my company so I can re-engage with those clients. And ChatGPT will tell you, and most of the time it's going to tell you you're not doing enough and you're going to be having more clear call to actions. But if you don't have time to do it, then ask it to do it. And ultimately, if you know you aren't using a software, then you know you're not leveraging things the way you possibly could. So take advantage of the opportunity to build your list, market to that list, and you will see your business grow. All right, everyone, I hope you've gotten some value out of this. In one of my tactics, in under 10 minutes, I did it. I kept it under the time. Thank you for listening. And with that, we will catch you on the next episode.